Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you drive a Toyota and you've ever had that heart-stopping moment where your car just won't start, or it struggles and sputters to life, then this video is for you. Today, we're diving deep into a very specific and often misunderstood Toyota trouble code, P1604. It stands for Startability Malfunction, and it can be a real headache to diagnose if you don't know where to look. But don't worry. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear roadmap to figuring out exactly what's going on with your car. So, grab your tools, and let's get started. First things first, what exactly is the P1604 code? Unlike codes that point to a single faulty sensor, P1604 is more of a general report card from your car's brain, the engine control unit or ECU. The ECU's job is to monitor the entire starting sequence. It's looking for a smooth, quick start. When you turn the key, it expects the engine to crank over and fire up within a specific time frame. If the engine takes too long to start, or if it fails to start altogether after a few attempts, the ECU gets concerned. It says, hey, something's not right with the starting process, and it flags a P1604 code to let you know. Think of it as your car telling you, I'm having trouble getting going, without specifying the exact reason why. This is what makes P1604 tricky. It doesn't point to one single part. Instead, it tells us that one or more systems involved in starting the engine are failing. Our job, as mechanics or DIers, is to play detective and figure out which system is the culprit. The code is triggered when the ECU sees that the engine RPM isn't reaching its target for a stable idle quickly enough after the starter has been engaged. Essentially, the car is cranking, but it's not catching and running properly as fast as it should. So, our diagnostic journey begins by looking at all the key players in that startup sequence. So where do we begin our investigation? We always start with the basics. It sounds simple, but you'd be surprised how often the simplest things are the root cause. The very first thing to check is your battery. A weak or dying battery is the #1 cause of starting issues. It might have enough juice to turn on your lights and radio, but not enough power to spin the starter motor fast enough to get the engine running properly. Get a multimeter and check the voltage. A healthy battery should read around 12.6 volts with the car off. If it's below 12.4, it's time for a charge. If it's below 12, it's probably time for a new battery. Also, check the battery terminals for any corrosion. That fuzzy white or blue stuff can prevent a good connection. Clean them thoroughly with a wire brush. If the battery checks out, the next logical step is the starter itself. Is the starter engaging properly? When you turn the key, do you hear a single, solid click, a rapid clicking sound, or nothing at all? A single click could mean a bad starter solenoid, or a dead spot on the starter motor. Rapid clicking almost always points back to a weak battery or a bad connection. If you hear nothing, you could have a problem with the starter relay, the ignition switch, or the wiring going to the starter. A simple way to test is to have a helper turn the key while you gently tap the starter motor with a hammer. Sometimes, this can temporarily fix a stuck starter and confirm it's the problem. Alright, so your battery is strong and your starter is spinning the engine over. What's next? An engine needs 3 things to run: spark, fuel, and air. Let's tackle fuel next. The P1604 code is very common when there's a fuel delivery issue. Your ECU is monitoring fuel pressure during startup. If it's too low, the engine will crank, but won't fire. The first suspect is the fuel pump. You can often hear a faint humming or a buzzing sound from the rear of the car for a couple of seconds when you first turn the key to the on position. If you hear nothing, the fuel pump might not be working. To be sure, you'll need to connect a fuel pressure gauge to the fuel rail. Check your vehicle's service manual for the specific pressure it should have. Low pressure points directly to a weak fuel pump, a clogged fuel filter, or a faulty fuel pressure regulator. Now, let's not forget the other side of the combustion equation, air and spark. While less common for this specific code, they are still possibilities. A critical component here is the crankshaft position sensor. This sensor tells the ECU the exact position and rotational speed of the crankshaft. Without a good signal from this sensor, the ECU doesn't know when to fire the spark plugs or inject fuel. It's the conductor of the engine's orchestra. If the sensor is failing, the engine might crank endlessly with no sign of life. You can test the sensor with a multimeter or an oscilloscope to check for a proper signal while cranking the engine. Let's move on to some of the specific fixes you might need to perform. If your diagnosis points to a fuel issue, but the pump and pressure seem okay, take a look at the throttle body. Over time, carbon can build up around the throttle plate, restricting the small amount of air needed for the engine to start and idle. A dirty throttle body can cause a hard start and is a very common issue. Luckily, it's an easy fix. You can get a can of throttle body cleaner and a rag and carefully clean out all the gunk. This simple maintenance can make a world of difference. If you've checked the battery, starter, fuel system, and sensors, and everything seems fine, there's one more advanced possibility, especially on newer Toyota models. Sometimes, the problem isn't with the hardware at all. It's with the software. Car manufacturers occasionally release software updates for the ECU to improve performance and fix bugs, including issues with starting logic. A dealership or a well-equipped independent shop can check if there are any technical service bulletins or TSBs related to the P1604 code for your specific model year. A simple ECU software reflash might be all that's needed to permanently solve your starting problem. So, to recap the P1604 code on your Toyota, it's a general startability malfunction. Don't panic and start replacing parts randomly. Follow a logical diagnostic path. Start with the basics. Check and clean your battery and terminals. Then, listen to your starter. After that, verify your fuel system is working by listening for the pump and checking the pressure. If those are good, investigate your crankshaft position sensor signal. And don't forget the simple things, like cleaning a dirty throttle body. If all else fails, consider the possibility of an ECU software update. By following these steps, you can systematically pinpoint the cause and get your Toyota starting reliably every single time. I hope this detailed breakdown helps you tackle the P1604 code with confidence. It can be a frustrating code, but with